Alright, so a little bit more post work. Now, this is really the point where I usually take it into Mudbox and touch this up. But again, I can't teach a Mudbox class. It's a raster-based program, or I'm teaching raster-based stuff. There's my anomaly right there too. So we're only gonna get a little further here. Basically, what I'm doing here is making sure that nothing goes onto different layers, and all this stuff is not fighting. Yeah. So here's my touch-up layer right here. Again, if I want to eliminate something that, like this anomaly over here, I can highlight it. This, however, is a little different. I can't use this tool on this layer. See, if I go to drag it, it says it's empty. Now, there's a way around that, of course. But I don't want to ruin my layer structure over here just yet. So what I can do is grab everything and make sure also my OCC is at the very top. Edit, copy, merge, edit, paste. This will put a copy at the very top of everything below and allow me to make changes without remorse. So now I can go like this. Okay, so I can make changes without ruining it. What's that mean? Well, I could probably go in here to the dodge tool if I wanted to and just kind of touch it a little bit to see if that's too strong. Perfect. So I could essentially, and that's a little strong right there. See how it's when you go over the top of it twice? So we don't want that. We want something really small like that. Yeah. So I could go in here and just make some differences. And I'm looking at this kind of underlying color to make those differences. You gotta be very careful. This is a 4096 map, by the way, so what happens is if you find yourself going through here and nothing's happening, it's because it hasn't caught up with you. So this will kind of put those gloss points back in that you had initially got rid of. But it also makes it very, very tailored to the actual device. So here I'm hand selecting where I want to put a highlight point. But you can think of this as bringing out the detail. Just be careful of this, so you can get too much of it and it kind of gets a little overwhelming. Don't forget this is on a separate layer altogether though, so I can always tone it down. And I can see right there. So if you ever zoom out, just see that it doesn't look right, you know. clone stamp it back. Okay, and you can see there's flaws in the right there that I touched up. They're gone. And you can start seeing the highlight points I put in. You see how that blood groove actually sticks out now? Same with this gem. This gem would be perfect if I just go in here. And for this you might want a little bit more texture, or at least a drop off. Something like this brush right here would work. And you want the dodge tool, not the clone stamp tool. Again, for this, don't hit everything, just kind of brush it on. Where you see a little line, that's signifying you can put a gloss point right there. Kind of put them on the highest point of change. Just like that. And I'm just hitting it every once in a while too with a bigger brush, just to kind of blend it all in. We'll make that more the center point of everything. Reload image. So that was very, very slight change there. Wow, there we go. Much better. So you can do post work and hand paint on a model in Photoshop on the texture itself. Again, I prefer Mudbox for all these touch-ups because they have a brush in there called it does an overlay just like this, but it happens real time, so you don't even have to second guess it. I sort of want to show you what that looks like in the next video. Again, it's not a Mudbox class, but I really want to show you what really industry standard is, not this, hey, teach a rasterized program type of deal. Okay, so let's move on.